Okay, today we're starting 11.4, which is point slope form. And in order to do point slope form, you have to have two things. And those two things are your slope, again, which is the same thing as m, and the other thing is a point. So this is going to be your ordered pair. We're going to call this x1 and y1, just like we did with slope, or when we were finding slope from 2 points. So the equation for point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times the quantity, so in parentheses, x minus x1. So all we're going to be doing is we are going to be taking our slope, plugging it in for m. We're going to take our x, plug it in where you see x1, and our y1 and plug it in where you see y1. So let's start by putting this into point slope form. So if I give you your m, or your slope of 3, and your point of 5, comma, negative 3. So all we're going to do is take that equation, and we're going to plug in these three things. So I'm going to do y minus, now remember this is x1, comma, y1. So y minus negative 3 equals, now I'm going to put my slope in, which is 3, times the quantity of x minus 5. And I want you to notice when I have right here two negatives that those make a positive. So what ends up happening is if you look, your 5 in the equation is a negative 5. And in your point you have negative 3, but here it's a positive 3. So that sign flips. So let's try another one. If I give you the slope of negative 1/3 and the point negative 8, comma, 6. I would like for you to go ahead and try to put that into point slope form. So all this is going to be is y minus 6 equals 1/3 times the quantity of x minus negative 8. And then right here, because we have those two negatives, it ends up becoming plus 8. So again, those two signs, we had 6, but now this looks like negative 6. And we had negative 8, which now looks like positive 8. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an equation in point slope form, and I want you to identify the m and the point given. So if it helps you, right above I would maybe put y1, m, and x1 above where you would plug those things in. So now all we have to do is say, well, my m is negative 2/3, so that's my slope. And my point here, remember, it's always the opposite of what you see. So here we see a negative 21, so it's going to become positive 21, comma, positive 9. So I want you to try this equation. Y minus 3 equals 4 times the quantity of x plus 7. I want you to identify your slope and the point that's in that equation now on your own. Okay, so what you should have said is your m is 4. And the point that we have, so since this is a positive 7, it's actually going to be negative 7 here and positive 3. So make sure you're using these notes on your exit slip to refer back to them as you're going through it. The last part that we're going to do here is we're going to graph. So I'm going to give you the equation y minus 1 equals negative 2 times the quantity of x minus 4. So all I'm going to do is start by identifying my slope. And my slope here is negative 2, or we can think of this as negative 2 over 1. And the point that I'm given is, remember, I'm always taking the opposite, so I have the point 4, comma, 1. So in this case, I'm going to start by graphing my points. So I'm going to go over here to the graph. I'm going to go to the right 4, up 1. And just like we were doing using slope-intercept form, I'm going to use my slope to find the next 2 points. So I'm going to go down 2 to the right 1. And then I can do the opposite. I could go up 2 to the left 1, and there's my line. And if I continue, I could find my y-intercept as well. So again, please use your notes on your exit slip, and you can do that now.